Alright. For this one, we'll have a little Eevee join us on my head. Because, you know, why not? This is what the Afro is meant to do. So, before we start the reading though, Eevee and I want to say that you guys better secure the subscribe button, contain the like button, and protect the comment section, because we're gonna dive into Dr. Gale's Human Emporium. I'm kind of worried. that sounds beefy. That sounds like a beefy one. Maybe I'm wrong though. Ugh. I can't move too much because of Eevee on my. Oh god, there's a lot of addendums. There's a lot of addendums. Yeah, it's a beefy one. I fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. You okay up there, Eevee? Are you good like this? You could. As the exact location of SCP-1532 is unknown, current containment procedures are focused on preventing public awareness of its capabilities. Mobile Task Force Gamma 5, aka the On Our Side, sir, has created a media campaign informing the public that SCP-1532 is an illegal company guilty of mail fraud, and that all copies of SCP-1532-B should be turned over to the proper authorities as soon as possible. Any instance of SCP-1-B are to be found destroyed, and Class C amnestics are to be given to any witnesses. Any suspected instances of -A found outside of Foundation custody are to be captured and tested to confirm or deny if they are -A. Confirmed instances of -A are to be kept for study or termination as necessary. Instances of -A may be tested in conjunction with other SCP objects by personnel with level 5 clearance. Description: SCP-1532 is an unknown facility that we are only 3 SCPs in, and I'm already have been reading for like an hour. Is an unknown facility that artificially creates and sells human beings. SCP-1532 will advertise itself by spontaneously generating catalogs, collectively referred to as -B, in the mailboxes of residential addresses across the USA and Canada. Tests of these catalogs show that they are not anomalous and are printed on normal rotogravure paper with ordinary printing ink. -B instructed the. I'm looking at the bubble gum next to me, and I might have to like chew on some so that my hunger calms down. Show that they are not anomalous and are printed in everything. -B instructs the reader to create a human being by selecting a large number of available traits and writing them into the order from the back of this catalog, then mailing it into using the included prepaid envelope. Individual traits found in -B have specific prices, with the average purchases costing redacted per human purchases per human purchased. Purchases can be paid for either by including cash with the order from or by writing in a credit card number on the form, in which case the appropriate amount of money will be removed from the bank account and transferred to an unknown destination. Tests have shown that SCP-1532 only accepts United States or Canadian dollars by cash payments, and will accept all major credit cards. When N-B order from its When an -B order form is properly filled out and placed in the mailbox, it spontaneously disappears within 6 hours of placement. 3 to 5 weeks later, a human being identical to the order placed, collectively referred to as -A, is delivered to the address of the sender by a blue van with the words Dr. Gale's Human Emporium painted on the side. That is honestly kind of creepy. You know, like, I watched Cinnamon Toast Can react to a guy that has like 340 sex dolls. And of course, a lot of like people say with the way that AI is going, you can in the future you can probably 3D print your own perfect girlfriend. That's what kind of this reminds me of, and that thought is scary, because like the idea that you can just create a human being the way you want them to be is just unnerving. It's very much like you're playing God. The only question is, in this SCP case, do they act the way you want them to? Do you have to program the way they act, or are they like basically a baby? Like they like will have to learn everything from the get-go, like from the very beginning. The van spontaneously appears 8 kilometers away from its destination, drops off an instance of Dash A, and then disappears after traveling another 8 kilometers. All attempts to follow or track the van have failed. Instances of Dash A appear physically indistinguishable to normal humans. However, they all share certain properties that make them possible to identify and locate. Okay, so there's something. What is it? All instances of Dash A have an identical fingerprint pattern, which has been given to police forces across the continental U.S. under the pretense of a missing person. All instances of Dash A are completely sterile and unable to sexually reproduce. Well, that's good, because, you know, it would be a problem if somebody had the man-made human and decides to have a child with that thing, and then you have this hybrid thing. DNA tests of instances of Dash A show that they all contain an identical, specific, non-coding sequence on chromosome 19 that is not found anywhere else in nature. Now we have a shit ton of addendum and interviews to open up. So addendum 1. Addendum 1, except from Dash B. Skeletal system. Every new human needs to start somewhere, and here at Dr. Gale's Human Emporium, we start with the skeleton. Bones are like the support beams in the house. You may not be able to see them, but they are crucial in the development. We at Dr. Gale's Human Emporium have a large selection of skeletal structures to choose from for any kind of human. All skeletal structures are available with your choice of male or female hip bones. Child at heart. They say that good things come in small packages, and that's especially true for the child at heart model skeleton. These cute little bones may look frail, but don't worry, the system is built with the same durability that customers expect from all Dr. Gale's skeletal structures. Perfect for customers who want their human to stay fun size forever. Item CH024. Classy Lady. The Classy Lady skeleton was originally designated exclusively for human females, but it has been adapted by popular demand to be available for males as well. This fashionable mid-sized skeleton is perfect for that carefree young adult human. Item CL015. John Croft. The John Croft is our most popular skeleton, and for good reason. I can feel Evie shift, like bopping with my words. This all-purpose bone system can be applied to virtually any style of human, from the young, vibrant female to the elderly, wise male. This model is great for those looking for it goes with anything style skeleton. Items GZ201. Tall Paul. The specialist skeleton is for customers who want a big human. Your human will tower above the others with high quality bone structure. Impress your friends and intimidate your enemies with the tall ball today. Item TP102. Muscles and fat after muscle and fat after the skeletal systems. You need to give your human muscles to move. All humans purchased from Dr. Gale's Human Emporium come with a specialized tailored metabolism to match their muscle and fat type to ensure that they naturally keep the figure you ordered. Youthful spirit. This elegant system captures the very essence of human youth. The smooth, supple muscle and sculpted fatty tissues invoke the carefree spirit of a human with their whole life ahead of them. Item YS124. Lots to love. With generous amount of fatty tissues across the entire body, this system is for those who like the humans with curves. The system also includes an enhanced muscular build, so that all wobbly goodness won't slow your purchase down. Item LL145. Casual athlete. Keep your human trim and healthy with the casual athlete muscular system. This system blends physical prowess with casual style into one of our most popular items. Your human will look great with the casual athlete muscles, regardless of age or gender. Item CA209. I'm just gonna say 209, so 209. Herculean physique. If you want a strong human, then you want the Herculean physique, or most powerful muscular system available. Human with the Herculean physique can lift up to 400 pounds, 181 kilograms, guaranteed. And with virtually no fat on the entire body, you'll get an obscured view of those muscles beneath the skin. Item HB245. Smooth and slender. For those who believe that less is more, the smooth and slender is the ideal choice. These muscles are so thin you can barely see them, and this model is 99% fat-free. Item SS98. Skin. Why is there so much to read? Skin. The skin is most visible part of the body, and at Dr. Gale's Human Emporium, we use only the finest materials to create a flawless epidermis for you human. Snow White, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the palest of them all? The Snow White is a wonderful creamy white tone for you human, perfect for those looking for a truly unique purchase. Item SW87. Anglo-Saxon. This Caucasian skin is great for those who love the European style. The Anglo-Saxon draws both its name and coloration from the native people at the UK and works with them almost any hair or eye style. Item AS118. Asian Persuasion. The exotic styles of the Far East can be used with the Asian Persuasion skin tone from Tokyo to Hanoi. This distinct epidermis is the most have for any fans of the Orient. Item AP163. South of the border. Add some Latin spice to your human with the richly tanned colors of Central America. Nothing says muy elegante like the south of the border. Simply delightful. Your human will carry your flavor with the simply delightful. Or it's supposed to be delightful, but delightful. Skin tone. This golden brown skin will give you human that beautiful Hindi look guaranteed. SD 123. Back in black. They say that black goes with anything, and we agree. This dark, rich color is perfect for capturing the urban feel of the modern human. Warning: once you go black, you will never go back. Item BB 130. Personal matrices. Once you got the basic stuff out of the way, you can add the most defining part of your human, the mind. Dr. Gale Human Emporium guarantees quality and full functioning for all mental features, and we can seamlessly blend any intelligence quotient with a personality type to create a unique individual. Faithful companion. This personality matrix is great for those who want a best friend forever. The faithful companion is always ready to spend time with you, whether you're planning together on the beach, reading the good book by the fire, or just getting a good night's sleep. Never be alone again with a faithful companion. Well, how faithful are we talking about here, though? Are we talking about like, yeah, they want to do stuff with you, but can you also be alone for like a couple hours if you say so? Or do they have to always be with you? Because that's I want a faithful companion. But I also don't want to spend 24/7 with my faithful companion. I want her to be. Hey, I'm going out by myself a little bit. I hang out with my friend. I'll be like, yeah, that's fine. I'm staying indoors. Or like, hey, let's stay indoors, but we do individually our own thing. That's what I want. But then when we both want to do things together, we do want to do things together. Like, I could ask her, like, hey, you want to go to the trampoline hall? Or she would ask me, hey, you want to go to a concert? We can say stuff like that and be like, yeah. But in general, I feel like I don't want it to be 24/7, because I'm not sure if this is indicating that it's going to be 24/7 faithful companion type stuff. Frenemy mind. A human with a frenemy mind personality matrix is always ready for some healthy competition. The frenemy mind will constantly strive to outdo you in sports, finance, or whatever else you find most interesting. The perfect opponent is yours with the frenemy mind. Mommy Dearest. Need someone to take care of you? Then look no further than the Mommy Dearest personality matrix. The Mommy Dearest will provide you with warm and unconditional support whenever you need it. It will make itself busy around your house when you want to be alone. Item MD 196. So for everybody who has a little bit of a mommy kink. This is the one. Here you go. Main squeeze. Satisfy your primal urges with the main squeeze personality. Designed to create the ultimate boyfriend girlfriend. The main squeeze is our single most popular personality matrix ever. Enjoy a night on time with your main squeeze. Item MS201. Supreme Sycophant. If you want the perfect yes man, you can't find a better personality matrix than the Supreme Sycophant. This human will agree to anything guaranteed. You never find a more compliant companion than the Supreme Sycophant. Item SS220. Please let Addendum 2 be shorter. Thank you. Addendum 2. The address on the prepaid envelope included with each copy of SCP with dash B is the following. Dr. Gale's Emporium. Oh, wait, that's the address. Okay. Dr. Gale's Emporium, 143 Short Street, Lempster, Wyoming, 7236C. There's no record. Yeah, of course there isn't. There's no record of any city, town, or settlement in the state of Wyoming named Lempster, and the zip code does not match with the current or previous U.S. postal regulation. Show interview 1. Except from an interview conducted by Dr. E with an instance of SB 1532A purchased by a foundation from the company. The purchase includes the Supreme Psycho-Friend Personality Matrix. Okay. So Dr. E we have, and then dash A. Okay. Hello. Hello, sir. Please state your name for the record. Well, I was purchased as test subject 1 by... You can call me anything. You can call me anything you want, sir. So you are aware that you were purchased from Dr. Gale's Human Emporium? Of course I am, sir. What exactly are you? I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid I don't really understand the question. I'm sure it's my fault. Well, how were you created? I'm really sorry, sir, but I don't remember. Do you know where Dr. Gale's Emporium is located? Dr. Gale's Human Emporium is located at 143 Short Street, Dempster, Wyoming, P.O. Box 7236C. Can you point out the location of Dempster, Wyoming on the map? Of course, sir. Dr. E shows dash A a map of the state of Wyoming. Dash A inspects the map for 3 minutes. I'm sorry, sir, but this map is all wrong. Would you like me to go find you a better one? No. Let's move on. Whatever you say, sir. What's the very first thing you can remember? I was in a van, sir. They gave me a name and an address to go to. I think it was about 2 hours ago. And this doesn't bother you at all? No, sir. Should it bother me? It would bother most people. I didn't know that, sir, but I believe you. Do you know who Dr. Gale is? Dr. Gale is the owner and perpetrator of Dr. Gale's Human Emporium, sir. Is Dr. Gale human? I'm afraid I don't know, sir. I would assume so, but maybe not. Irrelevant data expunged. Interesting. It's actually very smart of the Foundation to... I assume the Foundation purchased a Supreme Psycho-Friend dash A. That's why I assume that's what they did, because they wanted to like get information out of them, like hey, you will say yes and answer all of a question without fail, but questions that they don't know anything about is of course gonna be tough to answer. But it's a smart move. For interview 2. Oh god. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna eat a little bit after this one. But not like I'm gonna eat between a little snack between SCPs, so that it won't bother you while I'm reading. Interview 2 on the 11th, 4th, 2000. Over 2,000 copies of a new version of Dash B appeared in the mailboxes across the North American continent. Oh yeah, it's Dash B. Dash A is the envelope. This version Dash B is the envelope, and Dash A is the thing. This version included several new traits not found in previous edition. The new edition also included a telephone number for customer support. The customer support number is 15 digits long, significantly longer than any normal telephone number for the North American continent. Attempts to trace the phone number have failed. The following is a log of a phone conversation between Dr. C and then one more unknown entities. Dr. C was instructed to prolong the conversation for as long as possible to maximize potential information gained. Due to the context of the conversation and the distinct change between the voices from the other end of the line, it is most likely that at least 3 separate individuals spoke to Dr. C, hereafter referred to as Entity 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so here we have Entity 1. Good morning. Thank you for calling Dr. Gale's Human Emporium. My name is Ted. How can I help you? Hello, Ted. May I ask where your facility is located? Dr. Gale's Human Emporium is located at 143 Short Street in Dempster, Wyoming. And where is Dempster, Wyoming located? It's on the map, sir, just west of New Dunsmouth and south of Pale Sun. Both names did not correspond with any city or town found anywhere in the United States. Do you have longitude and latitude coordinates? I'm afraid I don't have that information. Do you have a specific complaint about one of our products? Because I have other customers on the line. Yes, actually, I recently bought a human from a new company, but he died after less than a week. Can I have the product's name and the delivery address? He was purchased as test subject 1 by a company... Redacted. Cut. Please. Oh, I'm so hungry my hand doesn't move correctly. Test subject... Like, I'm shaking. Test subject 1 had been purchased by Foundation Fund Company, Interview 1, and had been terminated prior to this call. Okay, here we go. According to our records, the product was alive and healthy when it was delivered to you. Yes, I know that, but it just dropped dead yesterday. Are you sure the human had access to food and water? Yes. Did you physically harm or damage the human prior to its death? No. Do you still have the body? Do you still have the body? Yes. Well, the best I can do is allow you to send the body back to us for the discount on your next purchase. That's unacceptable. I want a replacement. I'm not authorized to issue a replacement, sir. Would you like to talk to the manager? Yes, please. Please hold. Ollie on the other side becomes famous classical piece of being played by a jazz band for approximately 10 minutes. Hello, thanks for calling Dr. Gale's Human Emporium. I'm giving all the same voices. Human Emporium. My name is Claire. I'm told you have a complaint about a recently purchased human. Yes, he died yesterday and I'd like a replacement. Are you sure? Are you sure the human had access to food and water? Yes. Did you physically harm or damage the human prior to its death? No. Well, I suppose that we could offer a replacement. We could bring the human back to our factory. Where's your factory located? 143 Short Street, Lemster, Wyoming. I have a map of Wyoming in front of me right now. I don't see it, and I don't see anywhere called Lemster. Well, I guess you need a new map. Just follow Interstate 12 south from Pilsen, you run right into it. Interstate 12 doesn't run through Wyoming. Are you sure you're looking at the current map? I'm sure. Well, I'm sorry, but unless you can return the human to our factory, we can't offer a replacement. That's unacceptable. I demand to speak to your superior. Alright, if you insist, I'll transfer you, but it might be a while before Dr. Yales answers the phone. Oh, God. On the other side becomes famous classical piece being played by a jazz band again for approximately 1 hour 20 minutes. What speaks to I? Linguistic analysis of Entity 3 syntax shows that Entity 3 is significantly less fluent in English than Entities 1 and 2. Voice analysis could not determine where Entity 3 accent originates from, nor can conclusively determine Entity 3 gender. Am I speaking to Dr. Gale? That is who I am named. Are you a human being? I create humans. But are you yourself a human? Put up the phone, doctor. See, you have nothing to complain about. How did you know my name? Put up the phone. You have nothing to complain. Tell me how you know my name. Does anyone like being eaten? What? Put up the phone. What was that about being eaten? Put up the phone. Go back to your foundation. That is so creepy. I'm actually getting goosebumps from that. It's currently unknown if Entity 3 is aware of the existence of the SCP Foundation or if it was using the Foundation to mean something else. You have nothing to complain. What do you know about the Foundation? I have another work that needs doing. Goodbye. Wait! Call ended. These things are biologically indistinguishable from humans and aren't that expensive. If we could purchase them in bulk, we could eliminate the need for D-Class altogether. Dr. E. That's smart, but also not a good idea. Negative. Until we find the location of SCP-1532 and discover how these things are being made, we must consider them as potentially hostile entities and deal with them appropriately. Or 5. Why are we spending so many Foundation resources to attempt to locate SCP-1532 when we don't even know that it exists in any way we can comprehend? Everything we know about it comes from everything we know about it comes from instances of Dash A and B. What if it only exists in whatever realm of reality the delivery vans comes from and go to? Or 5. The potential gains for the Foundation warrant further investigation. Furthermore, the entity identified as Dr. Gale knew Dr. C's name and appeared to know about the existence of the SCP Foundation, representing a serious security breach we must pursue. Or 5. Yeah, but how? How are you gonna pursue it? It does not look like you can actually find it to begin with. Yeah, no, I don't know how you go. it's kind of creepy that, like, again, I think the whole concept of creating your own human being, the perfect partner, is already a creepy idea. But also the fact that that Dr. Gale knew who they're talking to is also definitely a high creep factor. I don't know, something that never, like, you never spoke to or you never told anything about yourself, knows your name and your location. But yeah, I mean, at the end, I say location. Yeah, you probably will give in your location to get the human deliver. But here in this case, the Foundation used a front company or a front building to get the thing delivered, and Dr. Gale still knew who they are. It is definitely creepy. It is definitely creepy. But at the end, I don't think the dash A's are like a bad thing. Like, they clearly are programmed to, like, behave in a certain way. It's not their fault that they, like, are the way they are. But still creepy.